guys, it's J-Dog John Carsaboom. Hey, can you feel it? You feel it in your blood, in your bones, that spring is here. And you want to get outside and you want to get dirty. Hey, I want to give you a couple helpful hints, of course. We're going to do this all through the year. That's what I'm here for. Hey, we're talking about some hens and chicks, sedums and sempervivums. Sempervivums, however you want to say it. Hens and chicks, all kinds. And since this is now wintered over, what we'll find is that there are lots. They're hens and chicks because this is the hen and these guys are the little little chicks. So you'll find them heavily growing. And one way, what I'm trying to tell you is that it's a great time to harvest these guys. And just what we've done here is just kind of pull these off. And you go, oh my gosh, you're ruining the plant, the beauty of it. But I've got a different project for these guys. So what we do is just keep, and usually, by the way, if you'll notice, they kind of mound over each other. So I usually just go through and start pulling them off. Don't worry, they grow back. So let me show you. Let's see if you can see. So I'm going to just take this outside one here and just pull that right off. Actually, I got a little bit of root mass on that. So, and then you just go to the next guy. Here's a Delosperma, which is a great one. It's often called an ice plant. And this has a great yellow bloom on it. You can use pruners or clippers too if you like, and just clip off the outside edges, anything that's a little bit overgrown. And what we want to do with these guys is let them sit out. Take a look at this crop of cuttings that I've done here. And so I just really just shaved off things. I let them sit out for 3 to 4 days, just like that. I don't mist them, I don't do anything with them. What we want it to do actually is just kind of callus over. There's water, it's hydrated, and it's going to callus off on this stem. And when we stick it into a moist soil or moss, it's going to root out very quickly. So that's why we want to leave it out for 3 or 4 days. So here's a project that we've been working on. Now, some helpful hints. Of course, you can do all kinds of things, and there's all kinds of forms and figurines. This guy, of course, is a rooster. Couple things. Really make sure that this moss is packed in. You've got to really pack it in tight so you can see how full it is. Watch out on these edges here. You see how this is a little bit empty. There's not a whole lot of moss in here. When you don't have a lot of soil or substrate, there's not a whole lot of room to root in, and also these parts will dry quickly. Let me show you very quickly on how to plant these guys. What we really do, I just take a pointed edge here. I'm just using an old pencil, and let me show you here on this wing. So what I do is I just make a little hole. Now I like these pencils because it tapers down into a point. You certainly can do a screwdriver if you like, anything that works. So what I do is I start that hole in there, and then I take it and then lead that root right in there. So something like that. Now if it's a vertical surface, we can pin it right into there so that it holds. And we want to keep this nice and moist for a couple of weeks and let this root out. Let me show you what we've done here on the other side. This is something we did just very quickly last year. And I used Cape Blanco. This is a type of sedum. And we just actually had a few of these little florets there. And we just pluck those in along this and see how this is really filled out. So you don't even need to make it full. You can just start out with a few of those. Now, let me show you on the other hand. Look at these guys right here. These moldy old ones. So these are just some that did not root out, whereas these guys, took right off. So don't worry about that either. Failure is a possibility. All we do is just pluck that out and we just try it again. Even the most experienced gardeners, have issues. So guys, don't worry about failing. Anyway, that's a helpful hint. Of course, there's some goodies down below on this email, so keep an eye out for that as well. Guys, always live your passion.
My little corner of